Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do another pocket project, and I saw this on a video on Wendy's Journal Adventure, and I thought it was a pretty cute idea, so we're going to go ahead and make one today. So if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. So this is a legal size envelope, and it just measures 9.5, approximately 9.5 by about 4 1/8. And then she cut a piece of paper. I think I want it to go this way. And my paper is the same length as the envelope, almost 9.5. So you just want to measure your envelope. And she cut it at 6 inches wide because she wants to wrap it around the envelope. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to glue, and I don't know if I said or not, I already glued my envelope shut. So let me see, do I want to use my glue stick? Maybe. We'll just do that. Well, I think I only want to do the inside first, and then I'll do my outside. I'm enjoying these pocket projects. I like to make pockets and tags. And of course, when I make a pocket, 9 times out of 10, I have to make a tag. So we'll be doing tags also. So we're just going to lay this on here. So that glue is all nice and gooey, so hopefully I can get it lined up. Of course, you know, it doesn't want to cooperate. I have just a little tiny edge down there, but we have to cut our ends open, so that'll be okay. It won't hurt anything. And then we'll just trim our edges. So we're good to go. So we'll go ahead and glue these flaps down. When you trim your edges, then you can just trim them even. Because, you know, nothing really ever wants to cooperate. Okay. There we go. Well, let me take this gluey thing off of here. Okay, now after she did that, she cut from one end, she cut up 3 1/4 inches. So we're going to do that. Let me cap up my glue stick. Just got to turn it around the right way, huh? So we're just going to cut off 3 1/4 inches. Well, I guess I can just ink that, because that's not my open end, and I don't want to have to glue that shut. So we'll just ink this. And we'll just call it good. Except I might have to trim that paper just a little bit. Now I'm going to throw everything on the floor. Let me just trim this paper off a little bit. Just to trim some of the white off. And then we'll just ink it a little bit more. There, that does better when I just run it across the ink pad. I like that. Okay, so this is our open edge. And then of course this is our open edge, so the bottom of our envelope is still sticking out. So I'll just have to put a little glue in there and glue it shut. That's fine. I don't mind. We'll just run a little glue in there. There, that wasn't hard. Okay. And then on the back, we're going to put something over our back too. So now you have your open edge here. And let me see. Let me glue this little flap so it doesn't bother anything going in and out. Now, if you want to cut your little divots in, you want to do that now. So let me grab my cutter. Guess I didn't bring it. Okay. I've been liking the idea of using the notch on this one. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to cut through both pieces. Okay. And then I can just run a little ink around there. Okay, now you take the part that you cut off of the bottom and you just turn it so it goes up. So what I didn't say at the beginning is you might not want to use directional paper for this. You might want to use a paper that can go any way, because when you take this off you have to turn it. Okay. Now let me see, did she set this sideways? I don't think, because it doesn't match there. Let me just look at something real quick, okay? Be right back. Okay, no she didn't. I just had to look at my notes a minute. So she had them going the same way. So we're going to go ahead. Now let me see. We're not going to glue this down yet. What we're going to do is we want something fancy in here. So I have this lace fabric, and I want to put a piece in here. I want to put this on it. I have to check and see how my pocket is going to look. Make sure it's not going to cover too much of it up. Now the main part of it. I was kind of afraid when I cut the tab in or the notch in that it would take up space from this. I can pull my fabric down, probably is not going to help. So we'll still get part of the candle. So I still think I want to put that on there because I like that. And then I can just trim the top of this off a little bit more. Oh, sometimes you have to cover stuff up. I don't like to cover stuff up. I want my pretties to show. And then I can cut this a little shorter because it's going to be underneath the pocket, so it won't matter. So we'll have it something like this, and then we'll have the pocket over it. So we'll still see some of it, and that'll work. So I think I'll use my glue stick, and hopefully it'll glue the fabric. If I have to, I can also put some Fabri-Tac on it. I just want that to go to the notch. Hopefully I'm not driving you nuts with my hemming and hawing around. Okay, so I'm going to put a little Fabri-Tac under here just to make sure it holds. I don't want it to interfere with my tag going in and out. And I don't know how well glue stick would hold fabric down anyway. Probably not all that great. Let me do this, or I'll have glue all over my fingers. Let's see if I need to pull this back and just put a little bit in here too. You don't want it to fall off. Okay, but I don't want to go overboard with my glue either. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to glue this on. Many of you are liking the pocket projects. Something different. And they're not every day, so you're not going to get burnt out on them. At least anyways, I hope you're not going to get burnt out on them. So we'll put that up there as high as we dare to go. Almost to the notch. Let me check my pocket. Yeah, so I can still see most of it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my pocket down. I think that paper should have pulled over a little bit farther, but it'll be all right. So I'm only going to glue the 3 sides. I have fabric stuck to my fingers. Now on this pocket, I'm going to put another piece of fabric down. I have it kind of cut to go along with this little piece here, and then I'll have to trim a little bit off down there. So I think I'll just flip this back and put a little glue down. I'm not going to use the glue stick, it didn't work. And we'll lay that down. And I'll just flip some of this up. And flip some of that up. Fabric doesn't show up a whole lot, but I thought it gave it a little, just a little extra. Sometimes that's all you need is just that little extra. And let me just trim this off. Okay. And I'm just going to glue this on. So this one is going to be pretty much fall themed. Hopefully you was gathering that. And these pockets like this can be another mass make. And if you have a piece big enough of paper to go over the whole envelope, that's not how that went. Otherwise, you can cut your envelope and just, if you have smaller pieces, just cover the bottom envelope and cover the top one, or the pocket. So it doesn't actually have to match. Okay, so there's our pockets. So this sticks over a little bit on the side, but it's okay. Maybe we'll just ink it a little bit, I don't know. I don't want it to stand out like a sore thumb. It's all the same paper, so I really don't think it looks too bad. Okay. So there's that. Now, before I do my pockets, what I want to do on the back is make it a flip. So I have this piece cut the same length as my pocket, which is about almost 6 1/4. So you would just have to measure your pocket, and these don't have to be made as a flip out. I want it this way, but I want it this way because I want it. No, I want it this way. So I have to cut this just a little bit. It's just a little too long, but I think I'll trim it afterwards. So I cut these at an angle, a little bit of an angle. I'm going to leave it in just past the side of the envelope because I don't want it showing. I think I should go ahead and cut it now. And I think I'm actually going to cut it just a tiny bit shorter than what the envelope is. So I think I'm going to cut it off there. And then I just want to angle this a little tiny bit. So I want this to go on this way. And then when you flip it out, when you hook it to your envelope, then you're going, or your page, you're going to glue this part down and your envelope will flip back this way. And it can go on either side, it doesn't matter. I think that's why I was confusing myself, because I had it on this side. So that's how it's going to go on. So I just want to glue it just inside of my side seam, or my side there. And this piece is a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. It was left over from another project. So and I'm going to cover the back anyway. So I want to fold this down, bring this up a little bit. So I have it kind of even. I have to have it close to the edge or it might not flip out right. Now we have to take it over just a little farther. Close to the edge but not showing is what I want. And I think that should work. Yes. So it would be like this. You would glue this down and you would flip back. Okay. So now I'm going to cover this up. And then I'll have to trim the top off a little bit because it's just a little too long. But I want to cover my back. And then when you flip it open, then you can journal on the back of it. And then that also covers all of this up too, so you're not seeing it. But now if you're just going to glue it in, it doesn't matter. You don't have to add anything to the back. I just thought I would like to make it into a flip. Okay, and then I don't want to go over this part either. I maybe should have had that all the way on the edge though. But yeah, we'll see when I get ready to glue it in how it works. I might just have to recrease it, and that'll be all right if I do. I'm just learning how to do some of this stuff, so some of it is just, you know, learn as you go thing. And sometimes that's what you have to do, learn as you go. Trial and error. Let me glue this down a little bit. And then I'm going to trim this off even. But then I think I'm going to try to cut this. And if it won't cut, we'll just let it go. And it did. So there we go. Cool. All right. So now we're going to make a couple tags to go with this. I'm going to make a short one for the front. Now let me see. I think this little word I was going to put up here just says it says creative. I'm just going to glue this on. I'm not going to back it with anything. I don't actually think it just needs anything. I'll just put it over the fabric a little bit and set it at an angle. All right. Now for my tag, I'm just going to put a flower down here at the bottom. And we're still in that fall theme. And I think the background goes real good with the fall theme also. I inked around the tags, and on here we're going to put grateful. Do I want that there? I think I want it there. Now when I glued this little pocket down, I only glued 3 sides, so there's an extra pocket back there. I didn't make a tag for it, but there is an extra pocket back there. And if you do glue this down, if you would glue this in, then that would be an extra pocket up there. So if this was glued in, it would actually be 4 pockets instead of 2 or 3. But I only made just this pocket and this, this tag and this tag. Now on this one, seeing as how it's longer, I'm going to put a couple flowers on it. I put this one at the bottom. Oops, move it over a little bit. This glue doesn't let you slide. So I'll just cut that off so it doesn't catch on anything. And then I'm just going to glue the leaf and the acorns about in the center. And then at the top, I'm going to put blessed. Because I feel like I'm a blessed person. Now on these tags, I didn't make any little toppers because like I didn't think about it. But give me a second and I'll find something because we want it to look finished. But isn't that cute? That's just cute. And there's all of your journal space. Be right back. Okay, seeing how we had this pretty lace fabric, I just cut some lace, took the top off. And all I'm going to do is fold it in half. I'm not going to cut the ruffly part off or anything. And I think I'm just going to staple it on here because I just think that's pretty. And I think that'll go with the whole vibe of the set. So we're just going to staple. And seeing how these are little staples, we'll put 2. And I think that's pretty. That kind of goes right along with this. So we're going to do the same thing on the big one. And we're just going to fold them up. I could go down to the tag, but I don't. Let me see what it looks like. I could put the tag, or could I put the tag? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll go down to the top of the tag. Should have moved the tag up a little farther. But then they'll both kind of look the same. So we'll get there and there. All right, everyone. So that is my video for today. That's our newest pocket project. So let me know down in the comments what you think. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my video, I invite you to subscribe. And if you know anyone that might be interested, you could share my video with them. And I just hope everyone comes back and sees me again for my next video, whatever that might be. And until then, everyone, happy crafting. Bye for now.